Hello, my amazing souls. So good to have you here. So, this balance is offering you support on your integration. We have unlocked something within you on a personal, professional level and specific to your goal. And yet, this integration process that you're going through is already being supported, it's already being guided. However, what happens in clinic is that we raise the frequency, we raise the vibration, and then you're off into your lives, living your lives. And what clients are coming back with to me is that sometimes it's difficult to keep that vibration, just because maybe life before the balance was overwhelming, busy, a lot of things going on, whatever the program is. And so, what I want to offer you in this activation is for you to allow the momentum and the amplification of this presence to continue in your life and to continue to reveal the beauty that it can offer you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a balance specific to your goal now after your session. And it's actually all relating to love. It all comes back to love. So I've been muscle testing for you guys. We're working on the heart chakra today. We're going to heal some emotions, and we're going to unlock your creative genius and take it to the next level. We're going to also talk about life purpose because that's what's being muscle tested for you guys. Um, and and also release loneliness and isolation. The energy that's been coming up for you is liberation, the lung meridian, and the lung meridian is all about unlocking our inner heaven energy, but it's also releasing the overdue that you guys feel you've been stuck in, whether it's overdue when it comes to health, when it comes to work, but it goes deeper than that. It can be overdue energetically, carrying too many things all at once. We're going to get somewhere. Let's just start the process of activating you right now. I want you to set some time aside, really allow yourself to be here and now, and welcome, 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 welcome. So amazing to work with you all. It's just been such a pleasure to see you all in clinic and to co-create with you, to really, dance energetically with our energies. It's just pure magic, and I'm really, really grateful. I would love to start this process with you guys going within and taking a deep breath. So let's just start that. Let's just take a deep breath in. And we're starting the activation process. Now, some of you might start being emotional. There's something in my energy field that triggers crying to happen. I want you to let yourself cry. Um, it's it's clear that there is emotional suppression that we want to release for you guys, okay? So I want you to just take a deep breath in, and I want you to know that this is the time, this is the space, this is what we're here to do, is to alchemize what it is that is ready to be alchemized. So this is a moment right here, right now, for you to scan your body and set your intention now. I don't want you guys to talk about the past and what we activated in your past session, because that means that you're not necessarily in the present moment. So, what is current for you today? What is current? So, just take a deep breath in and out, and just allow your consciousness to scan the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body. And the way that you do this is perfection. So, just take a deep breath in and out. And let's locate where in your body you hold the tension. Some of you have been mentioning it's in the chest area. It might be in the hips as well. It also might be in the neck, the jaw, the cranium, the head, even the forehead. So where do you hold your tension? Also, what I've noticed is that it's very common to have hands in a lot of tension as well, this clenched fist. So I want you guys to just release that. Just really practice releasing that by breathing into your fist. And just start releasing all the tension that you're holding in your fingers, in your back. Allow yourself to just activate your back, move your shoulders back, move your neck, and get your body ready for the activation and ready for the balancing. Okay. So we're first going to breathe in and out and address what's happening in terms of loneliness and isolation. There's an aspect that we need to integrate for you around loneliness and isolation. And it can be in any context, or it can be past, present, or future, because even though we're working on the present right now, we are alchemizing the past so that you can be more present. And we're also alchemizing any future progression or projection. So, for example, one of you is concerned about loneliness and isolation, about a future event of when you're going to be a business owner and when you're no longer going to be in the workforce and be in that collective energy. And there is a potential fear or a potential concern or thought form. It can be in any sort of expression where, is this going to impact me? Am I going to feel lonely? And am I going to be isolated? What is it going to look like to actually step into my life purpose, step into my entrepreneurship, and be somebody that is working for myself? Who am I when I'm working for myself, right? You get to decide that and you get to create that. It's not outside of you. So what I want to do for you guys is activate the recognition and acknowledgement that this loneliness and isolation may have served you once upon a time until it doesn't. So you're stepping into a new experience, a new decision, a new choice to know who you are without feeling lonely and to know how to live your day-to-day life without isolation. And it can be very, very nuanced. Like, you can be around so many different people and still feel that loneliness and isolation because potentially, just potentially, on a soul level, on an inner child level, there is a wounding there. There is a secondary gain there. That loneliness and isolation served you. It gave you something. It offered you something. What did it offer you? It offered you peace from the chaos, potentially. It offered you safety from rejection and abandonment. I want you to reflect for yourself right now. What did that loneliness and isolation offer you as a benefit. And we're going to keep the benefit, and then we're going to release the loneliness and isolation frequency that's potentially in your consciousness. And we're just going to align you with the super conscious, right now. So I really want you to just take a deep breath in and out, and drop your awareness into your heart space right now. And allow yourself to feel what you feel. And I'm just going to muscle test something for you guys. What do we need to release that is connected to this energy? Breathe into the part of the body that you can feel is contracted or is ready for this energetic release. And remember, always come back to your goal for today, because each and every one of you have a different goal. But we are a collective, so we are working on a shared intention and a shared frequency within that. An example is liberation and freedom. A lot of you have been mentioning that terminology, that concept. I want to be free. Free from what? Free from drama, free from chaos, free from thought forms, free from the ego, free from lack, free from scarcity, free from doubt. Allow yourself to also unlock what kind of liberation are you seeking. Okay, so just take a deep breath in around that. Okay, so in the heart, with your permission, we're going to release two frequencies that is relating to this loneliness and isolation. I want you to just imagine turquoise energy, because the color turquoise has been coming up for the heart chakra. So turquoise energy, just allow that energy in your mind's eye, in your imagination, to be a frequency of color that moves into your heart space. So just let that happen. And as you take a deep breath in, the energy that we're clearing for you today. So there are denied feelings and emotions. Denied feelings and emotions. I give myself permission to feel any feelings and emotions that I have denied. Super conscious, it is requested to show me the truth, to reveal to me the feelings and emotions that I'm ready to face, that I'm ready to be with, that I'm ready to sit with, that I'm ready to alchemize, that I'm ready to feel and transform, that I'm ready to honor and acknowledge. Just take a deep breath in for me around that, and we're just clearing that for you. Okay. Any part of you that feels sorry for yourself or has self-pity in terms of where you're at the moment. So really feel into that. In clinic, we worked on something that was either draining you, holding you back, keeping you in stagnation, keeping you in fear, keeping you in the unknown. the unknown is a positive thing, but I mean a lack of clarity. And we removed that. And what's coming up is that there is this feeling sorry for self and the self-pity, which is an imbalance of the heart chakra. And the way that we're going to clear this is through a process. Let's actually do a process. That's what I'm getting for you guys. It's one thing to be like, okay, I'm aware that I need to release this. Great. Let's actually see what wants to come through in terms of a process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first we're going to feel an emotion, and it's in the large intestine. So I want you to like take your hands, just have a look, and wherever the crease is on your thumb and your first finger, wherever that crease is, that's large intestine 4. So just have a look what I'm doing. Just place your thumb and your first finger together. Wherever the crease is, press down on that and press quite hard. These are the number one. Oh, mine's tense. Okay, so that's when you know that there is some kind of stagnation energetically, emotionally, psychospiritually, somatically. So we're going to do that on both. We're just going to activate this. Just take a deep breath in. We're clearing right now. What are we clearing? Relating to your heart chakra. So before we clear, so this is the large intestine. It's actually really tense. So I just want you to continue rubbing on that point. Also, I want you to tap your shoulders. It's the crease between your arm and your chest. You don't need to get it exact, but just tap. Just do the best that you can. Just tap. This is lung 1, and it is the number 1 point to release any energy relating to grief or sadness of any kind. Lung also helps us release detached. Lung also helps us be in heaven energy. It also clears overdue, overcritical, self-protection, regret. It purifies, suppressed, helps you take in life, releases any part of you that feels unfulfilled. So we're just activating the large intestine. This is a metal balance, a metal balance. This is going to help you with your self-worth, your value, how you show up in the world, releasing any part of you that has toxic shame. Yeah, it's just going to be really, really powerful to be in this energy. So just take a deep breath in. Okay. So the large intestine is all about elimination. There is something that we need to eliminate. So let's scan your body and your life force and your life and all areas of your life right now. Let's scan your body. Leave that part to me. Allow yourself to go internal and just take a deep breath in and out. Okay, so eliminate. Ask yourself, what am I ready to eliminate in my life, in my body, in any area of my life, in order to have balance, to release feeling sorry for myself, and to release harboring guilt. So that's what's coming up as well. Now, if you guys are holding on to guilt, that energy is very closely linked to shame. And when that energy lives in the body, it shows up somatically. how is it showing up for you? How is guilt showing up in your physical body? How is self-pity showing up in your life? And what are you ready to eliminate for you to live without guilt and to live without self-pity? So we're just going to clear that for you today. The large intestine 4 is all about elimination and letting go. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in. I'm going to tune into the field, the collective field for you guys to see what we need to do, because we're rubbing on large intestine 4, we're tapping on lung 1, we're in a meditative state. We've set our intention for this session. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Interesting. The energy that's coming up to give us more information around elimination is compassion. The energy of compassion is here to show us, teach us, and guide us. We are ready to embody compassion. Now, it's interesting. We're going to do a color balance right now. So I want you to imagine the color pink. The color pink. And just take a deep breath in. And let that energy just swirl all the way around your entire auric field. Let that energy enter into your heart space and start moving through your heart space. Okay, so the information around compassion is as simple as it sounds, as like obvious as it sounds, specific to you and your goal. You're needing to give yourself that compassion first and foremost. So let's go into that. When I look at each and every one of you and your sessions that we've had, I can honestly say that in accordance to your sessions, compassion for self is definitely the frequency, the energy, the healing elixir that all of you need, that all of you have, that all of you are already. So why is it coming up specifically for you? Because we're going to now speak to your bodies, your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, all of your chakras, that you know how to give yourself compassion, that you know what it feels like to give yourself compassion, that you know how to give yourself compassion first and foremost. So I'm going to give you some compassion downloads, and we're going to embody these downloads. Because what's coming up, the compassion energy is coming up because there is unacknowledged and unresolved grief. So it makes sense why elimination is coming through, because your body is wanting to detoxify and purify guilt, self-pity, unexpressed, unresolved grief, overdue, loneliness and isolation, and it's wanting to replace that, install that with inventive, life purpose, refreshed, an open and balanced heart. And an open and balanced heart is affectionate, attractive, caring, soft, compassion, emotional, balance, femininity and masculinity in balance, friendship, generosity, gratitude, innocence, intuition, kindness, love, nourished, nurtured, youthful, warmth, understanding, tranquil, tolerance, tender, sweet, living without survival. It's wanting to transmute all the pain patterns and wear and tear of survival and revive you through an energy of compassion that propels you to make changes and eliminate what doesn't serve you anymore, for you to be in a balanced heart chakra and self-love. Because what's coming up as well as an imbalance is not only unresolved grief, but struggle to open the heart to allow love in. Unresolved love issues. Grief over losing someone or something. Finding something or someone you love that doesn't come to fruition. Feeling unappreciated. Feeling like a failure. Difficulty receiving love. And believing that one is unworthy of love. Now, this is love, the love mode. Now, what it's also doing is it's creating fatigue in your body. It's actually creating toxicity in your body, because love is the essential life force. And without that love mode, without that heart chakra that is not only generating love from inside out, but also pouring that love back into the body, you're not necessarily being regenerated. You're not necessarily regenerating yourself. Not only are you not detoxing and eliminating, but you're also not regenerating. So we're balancing your love mode, your self-love and your heart chakra, as well as your lungs and large intestine, for the essential love that you are. So you are love. You are a spark of divinity as love. Now imagine yourself as a star, and you're shining bright, and you're just shining that energy out. And I want you to witness that that energy that you're shining out, that light that you're shining out, witness your body receive it back in. Okay? Receive it back in. So what we're doing is training you to be self-generating, self-sourcing, self-illuminating, self-forgiving, self-forgiving, self-forgiving. So forgiveness in this context means I give forth love to myself. And this is going to release you from depletion. And it actually is the process that releases that loneliness energy, because you're so self-sourced. You're so self-reliant. You're so self-actualized. And then from that, you are literally magnetizing the community, the soul tribe, the soul family, the experiences, the environments that also are self-sourced, and then 2 self-sourced, 3 self-sourced, 4 self-sourced, 5 self-sourced monads, energies, universes, because we're all a universe, are all creating, making love. Okay, so just imagine what it's like to make love in life, to life, with life. So I can just feel that shift already happening for you guys all through that transmission. And we're going to give you compassion downloads. And this is going to be a series. So what I sense for you, the elimination, so just come back to the large intestine 4 or tap lung 1. How about when it comes to the downloads, you either tap lung 1, doesn't matter if it's not exactly, you can just tap your shoulders, or you rub large intestine 4 as you receive this. It will be a balance for you guys. In terms of the elimination, what I'm getting is that you will need to release all overdue, because overdue is a frequency that comes from, it's a habit that comes from lack consciousness. And you're all stepping into your abundance. You're all stepping into your flow. You're all stepping into, I am supported by divinity. I am divinity itself. I know how to trust myself. Okay. And from that energy of being self-sourced, you will be moved naturally by your self-sourced energy. You will be moved to make all the right choices and decisions. So that means that you will have the creative intelligence to know what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, to know what to say, how to say it, when to say it. You'll be integrated mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The ego aspect will no longer be split because it is receiving so much life force energy from your heart. You're basically getting a heart activation. And from that, you're initiated. And I can guarantee you, sorry, one second. You're also going to be being on a purification journey, on a purge. And this is what I'm witnessing in my own journey and with some of my clients who are working with me for inner pilgrimage. Once you're initiated on the journey, you're naturally, effortlessly on the journey. It's a spiritual journey, it's an emotional journey, it's a mental journey, and it is a physical journey. It's essentially uniting the physical realm, the emotional realm, the mental realm, and the spiritual realm all into one. All into one. So let's just close our eyes and take a deep breath in because I can feel the activation for you. Activate large intestine 4 or tap your lungs. Close your eyes, breathe throughout each download, witness pink energy, open up your heart and let your heart be the star frequency, shine your light and allow that light to be visualized back into your body. So you're self-sourcing and you're practicing what that looks like. Downloading. I know what it feels like to live my day-to-day life in compassion for myself. I know what it feels like to live my day in compassion for myself. I understand compassion from the Creator's truth, not from guilt, shame, or self-criticism. Take a deep breath in. I give myself compassion easily and naturally. I allow myself to soften in the presence of my own imperfections. I choose kindness towards my body, mind, and soul, and I know how to. I allow myself to soften in the presence of my own imperfections, and I accept myself, and I know how to. I know how to release the belief that I must be perfect to deserve compassion. Take a deep breath in. I know how to, and I can, witness my own struggles without judgment. I'm going to say that one 3 times because we're going to release the judgment. So let your mind be a humble servant to your heart right now. I can witness my own struggles without judgment, and I know how to. I can witness my own struggles without judgment, and I allow myself to. I am gentle with myself during moments of challenge. I allow compassion to be my first response, not my last resort. I know how to accept my feelings without pushing them away or suppressing them. I allow compassion to be my first response, not my last resort. And I know how to, and I do, and I choose it. 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 Keep tapping or massaging large intestine 4. I trust that compassion heals me faster than self-punishment. I embrace compassion as a daily practice, not just in moments of pain. I embrace compassion as a daily practice, and I know how to. I have found my compassion practice. I have found my unique rhythm when it comes to compassion. And I allow myself to embody compassion, to embody the daily practice of compassion, to permeate my life with compassion, to radiate compassion at all times. I know the difference between self-compassion and self-indulgence from the creator's perspective and definition. I give myself compassion without fearing it will make me weak. I can offer myself the same compassion I give to others. I see my growth through the lens of love, not criticism, and I know who I am without criticism. I know how to live my day-to-day life without criticism. I accept that compassion is a strength that builds resilience. And I know who I am without needing resilience in order to give me compassion. I accept that compassion is a strength that builds life force. I am worthy of compassion simply because I exist. I choose to speak to myself with the voice of a loving friend. I let compassion dissolve the weight of past mistakes. I do. I let compassion dissolve the weight of past mistakes. I do. I let compassion dissolve the weight of past mistakes. So just take a deep breath in and out and just allow that pink energy to be like a beautiful cloud. It's actually the law of compassion, genuinely. Some of you, one of you, no, a couple of you are theta healers here. And you know about the law of compassion. You do. So let the law of compassion take you to the realm of pure source light in your meditation. So it's like a beautiful cloud of pink, fluffy energy. Just imagine yourself like laying on like fairy floss, pink energy. Witness that, because the unconscious is all about the symbols, right? So just allow yourself to just relax into this beautiful, fluffy law of compassion energy and let it take you to pure source energy, pure unconditional love. Witness that iridescent pearlescent, perfect love and perfect truth, source energy, oneness energy, the realm of all that is, pure energy, home energy. And just take a deep breath in and just absorb all that light. Any one of you, any part of you that is being with something or someone when your heart isn't in it, let's rebalance that for you. If you're in a job where your heart isn't in it, if you're with friends where your heart isn't in it, or if you're with a partner where your heart isn't in it, if you're in anything where your heart isn't in it or that has happened in the past, I want you to give forth your compassion. Witness that light that you are, that starlight that you are, shine it out and let that light come back into your field, into your vessel. Be practicing that self-sourcing energy of pouring back into yourself, pouring back into yourself. Witness that for me. And the way that we're going to transmute any part of you that where your heart isn't in it, whether it's work, whether it's person, people, family members, could also be family members here. Any experience, any friendships. The guidance and the homework for you is to be motivated by your passion, to place all your attention, intention, awareness, and goal focus onto passion. This is going to unlock the throat chakra because I can feel that. It's going to unlock your self-expression, your true self, your magnetic self, your ultimate self, the self that your dream self, the self that you dream of being, like this unapologetically fully self-expressed you. And it's also going to unlock the people, places, situations, and events where your heart is in it. Because your passion already resides and lives in the realm of where your heart's in it. So it's going to take away, it's going to release and eliminate where your heart isn't in it, and it's going to refocus you on where your heart is in it. And I guarantee you, there are so many passions that you guys have on your to-do list, on your bucket list, that you feel like you haven't got to yet. And I can also guarantee you that all of that is also not true. What's not true? I don't have enough time. That's a program. I'm too busy. That's a program. I'm overwhelmed by life. That's a program. There are too many things on. That's a program. They're all programs. You are the commander. You are the sovereign. You are the creator. You are the organizer. You have all the time, the endless time, the eternal time to create and schedule your life experience exactly as you please. And so scan your body and really feel the passion that is ready to be let into your heart, and say yes to the installation of I know who I am without struggling to connect with, let's have a look. Sorry, let love in. I know who I am without the struggle to open up the heart to allow love in. I open up my heart now and allow love in. I do allow love in. I love love in infinite forms to come in. I feel worthy and deserving of infinite forms of love to come in. I do feel worthy. I do feel ready. I do feel deserving. I am ready for the time, the space, and the motivation, the inspired action to focus and prioritize myself, my self care, and my passions. And I know how to identify them. And I know how to feel immersed in my passions. And I know how to cultivate my passions. And I know how to feel activated in my passion. And I know how to be passionate in making love in any form that I choose to make love to, in, and all that is. So, love making is an expression, and it can be expressed in any form of personal intimacy, intimacy with life, intimacy with God, intimacy with your body. And so let me give you an activation of what it is that I'm doing is that I am really focusing on my physical body, really focusing, like I am waking up at 4 a.m. I'm doing my meditation. It's not a task, it's a choice, it's a passion. I am having magnesium baths with essential oils, with rose petals. I'm doing the goddess thing. Then I'm making a really, really nourishing shake, a really beautiful cacao, and I'm meditating as I'm eating it. Then I'm going for a walk, getting the sun rays, experiencing that. Everything that I'm doing is intentional to give love, make love to my physical body and liberate the sexual energy, the sexual life force energy. And so I would love for you to discover an area of your life that you can really feel focused to positively distract you from all of the other distractions that do not serve you. It's like, let's replace all of the negative distractions with a positive distraction. How about that? And the positive distraction is your priority of cultivating your passion or passions. So I want you guys to take a deep breath in. We've just unlocked the activation and installation of fulfillment on all levels. This energy of compassion, this energy of passion, this energy of lovemaking is literally the code for fulfillment. And just feel into that. And that's always been my message. My message has always been embody love, self-acceptance, compassion, energy. You vibrate as that. And everything that you experience in life is an expression and an outpouring and an overflow of the love that you have embodied, the compassion that you have embodied. You really are your greatest lover. You really are the greatest love story ever told. You are that. And at the same time, we hold it very, very lightly because you've always been that. You're already that. So it's not like we're cultivating that, we're remembering that and choosing to live it. So I want you guys to take a few more deep breaths. Have we completed today's session? Is there a fear that we need to release for today? Is there a fear that we need to release today? There's one fear that we're going to complete this balance in. It's going to release. Now, come back to your goal for today, your intention. Come back to your intention. So the fear that we're clearing in order for you to be in this love frequency, 528 hertz, this miracle tone, this vibration of your truth, of your heart being activated and initiated into a whole new world, is releasing the fear of finding the real you. So just take a deep breath in for me. Take one more deep breath in. What's the worst thing that can happen if you find the real you? What's the worst thing about that? Now, the traditional answer would be nothing. I want to find the real me. I want to live the real me. I want to be liberated as the true self. Yeah. And yet, the unconscious has its own dialogue. So, when you're being the real you will be emotionally open. You will be intimate. You will be seen, potentially even vulnerable, authentic. What's the fear of that? What's the worst that can happen, or what is the worst thing about being the authentic you? What's the worst that, what's the worst thing about showing yourself to the world? So some of you might feel you might be found out, and there might be a realization that if I'm seen, if I'm the real me and someone rejects me, if I'm the real me and someone abandons me, if I'm the real me and I am ignored or neglected, if I'm the real me and I lose myself, if I'm the real me and I'm judged, I feel like being the real you is a far greater readiness than the fear of rejection, abandonment. You guys don't care anymore in a good way. It doesn't bind you. It doesn't hold you back anymore because you're so self-sourced now in your own energy, in your own passion, in your own lane, that you won't abandon yourself and therefore no one can. You won't reject yourself and therefore no one will. You won't lose yourself because you have that greater intelligence coursing through your body, that source energy moving through your body. You trust yourself. The fear doesn't have any, doesn't have a hold on you anymore. That's what I'm seeing. So let's activate the real you and let's dissolve the fears that actually are redundant and do not serve you, and clear you from plugging into the collective energy, clear you from plugging into ancestral energy, mum, dad, grandparents, etc. And let's clear you from tapping into any other frequency that isn't your own. Okay, so close your eyes. Superconscious, it is commanded to activate, unlock, and command the following intention, the following download on all levels and dimensions of the self. 1. I release, let go, and delete the fear of finding the real me and embrace who I truly am from the Creator's perspective and definition. Every person I meet is leading me back to me. I am perfect, whole, and complete. I love who I am. Allow these downloads to move into every cell of your being. We're just going to open up your cells now. I show the real me to others without fear. I know how to show the real me to others, and I feel loved and supported. So the energy of support is really, really important, that you accept that frequency of support, that you feel supported, regardless of what you've been through in the past. Allow that support to now bless you, to now offer you, to now grace you. Allow the grace of support to enter into your life and to stay in your life and to amplify and grow with you. Let support be a frequency of love that is with you always. And ask that support specifically, or speak to that support energy where in your life you would like that support. Really speak into it, really speak to it, and let that support be a frequency, an angelic force uh, that actually works for you. Appoint the energy of support. Yeah, when I really started connecting in with my spirit team, like when I really started connecting with that energy, I did feel a lot of support. I do feel it. I really do feel it this time. For the first time in my life, I feel very supported by Source, very supported by the divine. And it's shown me, you know. So I release all genetic fear and embrace the real me. I embrace the real me and I love who I am. I love the real me and I am proud of who I am. I now no longer hide the real me, I shine. I now no longer hide the real me and I know how to. I show the real me and I know how to. I show the real me and I know how to. I show the real me and I feel safe to do so. I feel safe. So I'm going to download a macro frequency of safety to all of these downloads of compassion and releasing the fear of finding the real you. I am filled with light energy. So let yourself be filled with light energy. I embrace who I truly am and generate an amazing life. I embrace who I truly am and generate an amazing life. I feel loved as the real me. So I want you for a moment to feel that. I want you to, right here, right now, be in a cosmic womb or a space of being held by this container, by this space where you actually give. I know that you guys feel safe with me, right? So give yourself the permission to feel loved for being you, being the real you, and just be in that energy right here, right now, and allow that to move through your day. Okay, so we've got plenty more activations coming. I'm going to do some nutritional protocol for you guys this week, some herbal protocol for you guys this week. See what else wants to come through. As it comes through, we've got the WhatsApp container. You guys can always catch me through WhatsApp. If anything does come up, allow yourself to feel all of the emotions that are coming up, because you have been activated, you have been initiated, so the journey is happening regardless. And the purpose of where you're at right now is purification, detoxification, so that your body can embody more of the light that you actually are, because you're full of it. So now it's about your light taking up all that space and alchemizing any frequency that cannot belong in the light. Okay, so your homework is to practice being the real you with everyone, anyone, full authenticity mode. Take a few deep breaths and come back to me after this balance and let me know how you go from this meditation, from this activation, from this release of guilt, of grief, of heart imbalance, of overdue, and elimination. All right, guys. I'm going to see you soon. Lots of love. So, so, so happy to be back in action after 2 months of pouring into myself and working online. I'm in clinic Thursdays, Saturdays, or Sundays. The Saturdays and Sundays alternate. Thank you for some of you buying the packages. I'm really excited that you're going to be with me for 6 sessions where we can really work some magic and create what it is that you're ready to create. Just know that everything that you set in this space gets to be. I'm very confident about that. All right, guys. Send me all your questions and updates via WhatsApp or email, okay? Lots of love. I'll see you soon.